John Quincy Myers, John the Baptist, and immortality. Let me first say I'm very fortunate to have a direct line to our CEO in theorizing, and it's through that friendship that I'm able to think a lot deeper about these books than I normally would. I was on the phone with Doreen the other day, and we were discussing her latest videos about the connections with the bees and the forget-me-nots. If you haven't seen it, please go to her page and watch it immediately. While we were going around with theories and thoughts, I said to her, wait a minute, what does John Quincy Myers play in this storyline? He must have some importance here. He's the one, the messenger, who gave Claire the bees. We were kind of at the end of the conversation. She's like, my brain is fried, but go figure out the connection and make a video. So when we hung up, I thought, who else lives in the woods and in solitude in wilderness like John Quincy? Right back to the Catholic roots, I thought John the Baptist, and it was like an aha moment. I also have to admit it took multiple times while I was like recording and making these notes to realize that they had this first same name. I tell you guys all the time, I don't remember anything. I went back to her page and she had in her video a part that I had completely forgotten from bees. The whole paragraph of John Quincy telling Claire about John the Baptist. But I felt validated and on the right track. And it gets even more interesting when we get to the line in the blessing that he makes, where Claire asks, I wish I knew who the patron saint of bees was. Well, guess who? John the Baptist, patron saint of bees and beekeepers. He was said to have lived in the wilderness and survived on locusts and honey. He was also known for preparing people for both the arrival of the Messiah and their path for the way to the Lord in death through baptism and repentance of their sins. So in bees, I believe John Quincy is a parallel figure to St. John the Baptist, not only for delivering the bees and preparing Claire for the death of Jamie through that prayer he recites, but putting Jamie on the right path for his own death. As stated in the Bible, Isaiah 40:3, a voice cries in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight paths for him. I think there's something to this. Now, expanding on this, I've theorized for a while that Master Raymond is the God figure. I now wonder if Jamie is the Jesus figure, having been resurrected in death by Claire. Is Jamie somehow the son of God, the son of Master Raymond? Is there something with his aura, as explained in Doreen's other video, turning from red to water to blue to link him as the son of God / Master Raymond? I think so. The changing of the colors, or auras, is Jamie's symbolic transition. It's in his changing his ways, his penance, and his spiritual growth, readying him for death. Because by the time we get to bees at King's Mountain, we've now reached the 9 lives prophecy. When he's younger, he's a warrior, a soldier, a protector, and most importantly, he was willing to be a martyr on the battlefield of Culloden. He was ready to die, and to me, that screams red. When he's in book 9, according to Mandy, he's the color of water. Doreen has explained that the change from red to water is from all of the times that Claire has healed Jamie up to this point. She has shared pieces of her blue aura, sharing souls. It has changed his aura. I had another thought, though. Now, this may be a stretch, but it brings us back to St. John the Baptist. It's literally in his name. He baptizes people with water in preparation for the path for their souls to get to heaven should they die. Was Jamie already at the stage of being cleansed of his sins, being seen as water? Did John Quincy delivering the bees set this change in motion? Right before Jamie dies in the Battle of King's Mountain, before Claire saves him, he says out loud, forgive me. It's at this point, I believe his aura begins to change from water to blue because his spiritual transformation is almost complete. Now, when I started looking for a photo to match this section of the video, I almost fell over. Not only does the photo describe immortality, but we know it as the Mobius. In another video, Doreen has theorized that Jamie may be immortal. For me, there was no clearer confirmation that we are on the right track than this picture. I think that he may be immortal, but I also think it's because this story being told makes him live forever. Similar to the way Jesus being resurrected, he lives forever. My last thought is when Jesus resurrected, he spent 40 days preparing his apostles to carry the message to the world. I wonder if 40 days or the number 40 will show up in some way. In book 10, a blessing for a warrior going out. This one kind of broke my brain. This took a couple days to put together. So this is why I only make like one video every now and then. But let me know what you think. If you stayed to the end, let me know if you see the same parallels that I do.